Oh, getting closer. Closer and closer. There it is, look. All right, so we're on another metal detecting adventure today. Back at the camp we were at recently. A little bit rainy, but it's supposed to clear up a little bit. I'm here with Mike. He's already out there digging. So just give me a few minutes, I'll get my stuff together and we'll get out there and start digging. What do you say? Hope this rain stops. I should have been stopped by now, but it's still building a little bit to the west coming this way. If it gets too much harder than this, we'll have to sit in the truck and cry. Okay, so we've been detecting now for about half an hour, 45 minutes, and it was raining, so I didn't do any video. We're kind of in a slightly different location from where we started. My first good target of the day was this. This is a fired Sharps bullet. You can see it's kind of messed up a little bit. But I got another target here in the side of the hole, and I think it's going to be a 3-ring mini ball. Hopefully drop, but Mike just found a fired one, so it could be probably yeah. All right, so what we have here is a fired 3-ring mini ball. If you look really close, you can see where the rifling cut into the grooves a little bit right there. And on the tip of the bullet, you see that little round thing, that's where the ramrod pushed it down into the muzzle. Now, there are some bullets that have that mark before you fire them, but this is definitely a fired bullet because I can see where the rifling cut in. Nice big piece of iron here. I was hoping it was going to be a piece of an artillery shell, but this is probably just off of a hay rake. Something you'd tow behind a tractor and would rake up hay into windrows. Not a great find. If you look across the field, you can see the like fog coming up off of it. That's because it's been raining all morning. Now the sun's out. I just thought that was pretty neat looking. Looks kind of spooky, especially for at night. I have a little signal here, and I popped it out of the ground. I can see some green, so I'm hoping there's either a button. That might be it right there, actually. This is what I saw. It's probably going to be a rivet by the looks of it. Yep. Let's see, a little brass rivet. Got a little bit of the leather still inside of it. That's a good sign. Could be Civil War, could be post, could be pre. But chances are Civil War, since there's a lot of campage in this area. But you never know for sure. All right, so I have another bullet here. And I'm not going to do this for every single bullet I find, but if I find something different, kind of like I did in the other video, I'll bring it out. This is actually a case shot. This came out of the inside of a cannonball. I can tell because it's somewhat misshapen, and that black stuff on it tells me that that's a case shot. So, technically, we can count that as, well, it's not a bullet, so never mind. I suppose we could do projectiles, but I don't know if it's really a projectile since it's in another projectile. All right, we'll keep moving. Looks like another bullet here, maybe a small round ball, and I'm going to show this. Well, I don't know. Let's look at it. You know, I'm going to go with probably either, and I think it's going to be case shot too. It's very misshapen, but it's got that black look to it. So could very easily be case shot as well, although I'm not 100%. I had a nice little signal here, and I see some green, although I have not seen the target for sure. But that, when I see green like that, that's going to tell me that's either, if I already lost it, a button, or it could be a rivet or something, but it's brass, so definitely something here. Is that it? All right, there it is. A little tiny piece of copper. Well, there's something else there too, look. So whatever it was, it's just completely falling apart. Not a button, but it's very, very thin copper. It's hard to say what that was. Could be part of a lid. I just don't know. There's probably some more little pieces. I'll check and bag it. But unless it turns into something really awesome, you won't see it. So I've been hunting for a while and talking to some other guys that are out here. Haven't found a whole lot. Again, so far today, mostly just dropped or fired bullets, little melted lead, and some junk along the road. But I do think I have my first dropped bullet. It's probably a Sharp, but I figure I'd get you out since we haven't found a drop bullet yet today. Yep, that's a Sharps. All right. Well, maybe this will break my little streak of finding just fired stuff. I've had a nice bullet sound in this clump. I'm just going to take a chance at hopefully something different than what we've found so far. Okay. You see it yet? No, it's in this one. You ready? Uh-oh. It might be a little one. It's not much. Oh, there it is. Probably going to be a pistol bullet. Yep, that's a dropped Colt Dragoon. I don't think we found one of those today, so that's pretty awesome right there, isn't it? Don't have too many targets today. Let's go ahead and look at this one together. It's a nice bullet signal. It's, oh no, it was, no, maybe it's in this clump. I hope. Yeah, there we go. All right. So a nice bullet signal in here, or a nice big thumper anyway. You see it? Uh-oh, it's in here. There it is, looky. I can see some white, so that's gonna tell me it's lead, but it looks more like melted lead. So this is probably a bullet that they melted in a campfire, or one that's chewed up. We don't know yet. What we have here is a Colt Dragoon bullet. This is a pistol bullet, 44 caliber. And if you look at the end, it's been all chewed on. Now, this isn't a pig bullet. It wasn't chewed on by pigs, I don't believe, because they're very small teeth. I can see like little incisors, so it's probably like a mouse, a field mouse that chewed on it. All right, that's a good one there. We'll take it. And we'll keep going. We got about another hour before we have to scoot, so hopefully we'll find a couple plates and maybe a few coins before that. Let's go ahead and do this one too. I got a signal in there. I don't know what it is, but ooh, it's not in there actually. It's in this loose stuff right here. Let's take the pin pointer. I know you guys like the pin pointer. I don't normally use one at all. Ooh, do you hear it? I don't. Well, it actually was right where that pin pointer was, and just a little piece of coppery thing here. I don't know what it is. Might be part of a pocket knife, like the very end. If I had, yeah, that's probably. Oh, no, look. That is, I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's probably all it is. I thought maybe it might be like a part of like a core badge or something, but I think it's like a rivet there that goes through to there. So chances are it's just like a little tiny pen knife, the end of it. So we have a nice little signal in this clump. I don't know what it is yet. I thought we'd find out together. It's like opening a little Christmas gift. You see it? Any sign yet? No, it's in this one. Break it in half again. Oh, getting closer. Closer and closer. There it is, look. See it? That's gonna be a bullet, isn't it? Oh yeah, looky there. That is, well, you know what that is by now. That is an American Civil War 54 caliber Sharps bullet. Dropped. Very, very nice. Let's find one more. All right, so I got a nice signal here. 3 piles of dirt I threw out. The first pile, second pile, third pile. You can see it's a slightly lighter dirt. And I can see from here already that there's gonna be a bullet in it. Can you see it? What do you think it is? I think I already know, do you? Oh yeah, it's a dropped one, but it is a Sharps. Another Sharps bullet from the American Civil War. This would have been horsemen using this more than likely. You know, cavalry. Pretty awesome, huh? All right, here's another clumper right here. Probably a bullet. I thought we'd look together. Oh, there it is. Do you know what that is? That is another Sharps, and I think it's going to be a fired one because it looks a little elongated. Yep, sure enough, that's a fired Sharps. See the rifling grooves cut in, and it's actually stretched out just a little tiny bit. Well, I think I found a Civil War butter knife. Well, it's a butter knife, but it's not Civil War. That's stainless steel. Oh well, sounded pretty good. The rest of it's probably in the hole, but I think I might leave it for the, for the next guy. This little piece of lead right here actually tells a very interesting tale. Now, just to look at it, you wouldn't think it would be much. Well, and maybe it isn't much to some of you guys, but what I can tell you about this little tiny piece of lead is that this is a case shot. Okay, you can see how it would be round, like a round ball, but it looks like it's been drilled, doesn't it? Looks like a half moon. That's exactly what they did to it. They drilled right through this for a particular reason, and I'm going to explain that to you right now. Again, a case shot is a round ball that's inside of a cannonball. And they didn't just like throw a handful in there. What they did is they put in what they call a matrix, which might be like tar or pitch, and they pour it in there. It's like a molten jelly almost, and they put round balls in with it, okay? And they let that harden up. And that the whole wall will be filled with that. It'll be a solid mass. And then what they do is they have to put a fuse in there and a bursting charge, something to make it explode. So they take a big drill and they drill down into the cannonball or the artillery shell, and out comes some of the matrix and pieces of the round ball that they put in there. So that tells me that drill went right through the middle of this bullet, with this round ball, and those shavings went out, and they poured in the gunpowder, or put a little bursting charge in there. It might have been in a little container, right down through that round ball right there. So very small piece of lead, but it really tells an interesting story, and that's exactly what that is. I know 100%. You can also tell, see how it's a little bit black right there too. That's where the tar or the pitch was against it when it's inside the cannonball before it exploded. Pretty cool, huh? Kind of amazing what just like little tiny pieces of stuff that if you've researched it enough that you can actually, you know, tell a little story about it. And sometimes you're right. I am on this one, I promise. All right, have a nice little target here. I'm thinking it might be aluminum, but it's not a bullet, so I thought we'd get you out just in case. Yeah, it's aluminum. Oh well. I hope you enjoyed that little metal detecting adventure where I'm going to bring you through Antietam battlefield on the way home. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying or if you're living or somewhere in between. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her